Hey YouTube, what's going on? So today is Sunday. It's getting a little crowded underneath my oak tree with all of the swarms that I pulled down. But I wanted to show you a little bit of the progress. I'd like to tip open the tops and we'll take a quick little peek on the inside just to see what the status of the bees are. So let's check it out. And you'll see here in Southwest Florida, we are getting a little bit of dark clouds. It's fixing to rain here, I believe. And here's the first colony. Again, remember I put a entrance excluder on the front. That's to prevent the queen from flying out and the bees going back up in the tree. And I don't know if you can really see, but you might be able to see the yellow stain. This is the pollen that they're bringing in on the entrance here. It's starting to stain the plastic yellow. So this colony is doing great. If we can take a quick little peek under the hood, you'll see there's a lot of bees. Or maybe you won't see, but we got a lot of bees in there. Turning around, you'll see I got two colonies here on this little 6-foot ladder. Again, there was a big old cluster right up in here. And as I explained from my last video, I separated the cluster and just slowly scooped them down and put them on the top of the box. But we see these bees are nicely foraging. There is no queen excluder over the front entrance on these. Let's see if I can peek open the top. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slowly lift open this top cover. And that is certainly a lot of bees. Okay, so they're not just forage bees going in and out of the hive. That's a colony that's actually acclimating. You can see this is old material. That's all I had laying around at the time, but old material is starting to warp. Sometimes you just got to use what you got if you're a budget beekeeper. Likewise with a nuke here. I know this is an establishing colony because again they were clustered underneath, so likely that's indication that there's a queen in here. And you'll see I don't really have a lot of space to crack open the lid, so I'm gonna have to wait until I relocate this colony before I actually open it up. Moving on to this colony here. Again, this colony had chocolate covered drones. They're still tending to this little piece of comb that I've left out. This piece of comb has been in the rain. And the bees just seem to like it. So I'll kind of leave it there. Kind of acts as a entrance reducer a little bit. But whatever, they seem to be cleaning out the cells. There's nothing in the cells. Let's take a look underneath the hood. They've already got it stuck down with their bee propolis. And we got a nice amount of bees. So again, they're not just foraging. They are acclimating to a new home. And then the last colony, again, no entrance excluder over the front of this colony either. And we got some bees. So not too bad. Again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 colonies. And I don't see any other clusters up in my tree. I did write on my Facebook post, there was another swarm I had way up in this branch here, and all these other lower branches are kind of in the way from it. But there was a nice little cluster up there. I had this box over here set up, and I was gonna use my bucket on a stick to knock them down. And just as I got everything all set up, I put a little cotton swab of lemongrass oil on the front of the box. And as soon as I took that cotton swab of lemongrass oil, that cluster just flew away. So I would have had 6 colonies, but unfortunately, too late. My back 40 is still a jungle. Eventually I got to go in there and see what kind of sweet potatoes I got, because it looks like I'm going to get a good harvest. But yeah, so just a little update. Figured I'd keep you all informed. So the next step, you might think, what am I going to do? How am I going to relocate these bees? So my method is, after they've been sitting here for a couple of more days, I'm going to come out at night. I might have to smoke them to get them to go inside of the entrance, but I'll block off the entrance completely and then I'll relocate them. And it's a little tricky because I can't keep them contained the whole time because of the heat. So that's why I'm kind of letting them sit here, because if I leave them locked up for a day, I have a feeling that they'll probably all cook and die. I don't want to kill these bees that they just swarm. So I'm going to leave them where they are. I'm going to kind of let them do their thing. And then when time allows, I'll go ahead and relocate them and see what happens. So stay tuned, y'all. I still have to go over to the A yard and check on those bees. Really hope that they're not swarming. The bees that I put over in the A yard are all of the bees that I did recent cutouts and just relocated them. So there should not be any problems with them swarming, although anything can happen. So stay tuned, folks. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please visit my Facebook page, visit my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel to help me get 1,000 subscribers. I'm just doing it for a fun hobby, but the temperatures are starting to break a little bit, and soon I'll start to do some gardening little by little, and we'll see what's going to happen here. But hope you all have a good day and happy beekeeping.